Okay, it's so awesome to be here. It's a really special moment for Anna today. It's over 10 years of dedication and training, and it's really special that we come back to, where it all started with our coaches. So thanks very much to you guys. And this trip to back home has been a beautiful reconnect with the land, people, and our unique culture here in Aotearoa. Acknowledging the heavens and the earth, so the above and the below, strong, calm energy that we want to have in a space to do this work. So I'm just going to say this kind of here. Tu taua mai te rongo, tu taua mai I raro, tu taua mai I roto, tu taua mai I waho. Kia tau ai te Māori tū. Te Māori ora ki tātoa. Haumi e, hui e. Thanks, Dean. And Anna's going to present her jiu-jitsu today.
Yes, just before we get started, the big thank you all for being here. Every day that we choose to go on the mats, pretty good day. Every day that we turn up and we're on the mats and we're with other people, I'll say my thank yous up for the big dogs at the end, based on how you treat me.
Not nice.
Yeah, I actually lost my auntie this weekend. This week flew into Wellington, and the moment we landed, she had a massive heart attack and died. So we were actually at a funeral. It was quite late last night. She was always the first to celebrate. Yeah, she was always the first to raise a glass and invite people to her home. And when I thought about it, I was like, man, she'd be stoked for me. She'd love to be here. So, yeah, front and the feet. Like, let's just have a good time today, eh? There's some fun folks in jiu-jitsu. So, yeah, jiu-jitsu. Okay, sorry, keep jumping a little for me, brother. So today I'm focusing on guard passing, yeah? We're going to imagine that Freud here is actually pulled guard, so we can look at this, even though he's on the ground, actually does have quite good base posture and is able to grip fight because his hands are out in front. Where now I'm engaging the guard. It's a 50-50 battle, yeah? Who's going to get the best grips first? So if I just start walking forwards, I'm going to be entering into his game. I have a choice. I can put them in a position which they now have to work hard from. Okay. So the first thing I need is base, yeah? Base and balance. Then I'm looking at my posture, I'm looking at grips and distance, I'm looking at a setup, and then I'm looking for the guard pass, yeah? My knees are bent, my hands are in front, and we're actively engaging in this grip fight, yeah? If I'm too close and Troy's getting grips, I'm looking to break away and come out so that we're in this neutral position. So I want to break that down by putting Troy on his back, yeah? If he's reaching out for me with his feet, the easiest way to do that is pick his feet up and put him on his back. If his feet are in and he's leaning forward more with his hands and head, then I'm going to be looking to break the head down as he circles out, coming back to the feet. If he's in this kind of posture here, he's reaching out with his arm, I can look to arm drag, start circling, and as he circles, his back's on the mat. So we're breaking the posture, yeah? We are understanding our distance, not too close, not too far. If I'm too close, Troy's going to be engaging his guard, and I need to start getting back out. If I'm too far away, he's able to sit up, yeah? I need to be in a position where I've broken his base, and I can keep the pressure on, but it's hard for Troy to engage much of his guard without opening up some gaps for me to start looking for my pass. Troy's mostly going to be following, yeah? If he has good guard retention, his feet are going to be facing me, and he's not going to be putting his feet on the mat. As we're circling here, we're looking for the moment in which I'm slightly ahead of his knees, yeah? And I'm going to enter the score pass. I might be moving quite far and then coming back and looking for that, moving one way, circling back. And the score pass, I may get straight off the bat. More often than not, the score pass is actually my action reaction, yeah? So as I'm going, Troy will be putting my foot on the mat and hip escaping, and I use that as a direction change into my leg cut, yeah? There's 3 kind of things I think about. 1, being in the frames. The frames are both the upper body and a lower body, so Troy comes back, yeah? First frames, second frames, got to get in front of the knees, access to the hip, and then say it again, sort of the arms, forearms up to the shoulders, yeah? So beating the frames. 2, controlling the hips. So if I do get past the frames, cool. Now, I still need to control Troy's hips as the main point. We have 2 top typical ways that I do that, and obviously favouring one of these with the knee cut, is single-siding the hips. So here now, by controlling this bottom leg and hip to the ground, I'm only having to deal with one other leg. Whether I'm doing that with my legs or just with my hands, yeah? What I've done is I've single-sided the hips, so I'm only having to defend now with my leg. Another way of controlling the hips, which is what I'm typically landing in, is the turning the hips away, yeah? And then, once I've controlled the hips, I still need access to the torso. Open this space between the knee and the shoulder. And another way of accessing the torso with knee open is just bringing one knee across the halfway line. As soon as it starts coming over halfway, it's actually really hard for Troy to bring it back up. Yeah? If it's open and I'm trying to pull it across, hard, if I manage to get it to across that halfway like the step and trying to bring it back, easy, salty. All his leg frames are behind me. I've single-sided the hips successfully, and then I just need to beat the upper body frames. And I can do that pretty much just by changing the angle of my body. Yeah? His frames then be pretty one-directional most of the time. So if I just try and push into that one direction, yeah, they're going to be strong. If I change the direction, you're going to be able to move around. So we're using the outside pass to come into the inside. Yeah? So 3 ways to pass, inside, outside, and around. The same hierarchy of knees. Okay? So I need to make sure I've got good base and balance. Yeah? Not upright like the pin, not too wide, always facing the person, got good posture, kind of matching postures, you know, Troy's coming down, I'm coming down, and looking to match, yeah. Often this person has the reach advantage, yeah. So for me, fighting for collar grips on the same side, it's like a losing battle. So I actually often start with my left foot forward, and then I try and defend this collar, so even if Troy's going for it, I can block and win the inside on the closest front side here. Then, as I'm making it uncomfortable for Troy, he's breaking that grip, I'm changing to the other side. As he's squaring up with me, that's my entry for the koichi there. With the koichi, I've already won the biggest battle, which is winning the inside battle, yeah? So here, now, I'm inside all of Troy's frames and defenses. I've got the upper body control already. I've got the control of the lower leg. The top leg is behind my shoulder, so I can just move forward. I can just move forward, drop my elbow, turn the head away, slat over the top, and then again, come back to turn the hips away. Often, I will use some kind of gravity to lift the spot back. I can't just move forward. I can't just look to go through anymore. I have to change my approach slightly to clear this deck. Something I've been working with recently is the tripod pass. So I'm going to fill the space with my head. Yeah? I'm going to fill it with my head, take the hand back, tripod up, and I'm just putting weight down on that knee. Moving my body, moving around, catching. Another defense, and we've kind of followed, we did it on Thursday with the Garden teacher, is that he doesn't open that space up anymore. Yeah? That space is now blocked, and I can't just go through. So I have to combine my passes. Yeah? 3 ways to pass the guard. And no. Yeah, testing. 3 ways. Anyone know?
Around.
Around. Good.
Under.
And? Which one's the kneecap? Through. Yeah, over the top. Yeah. Coming around. I'm going to change my grip. I'm going to elevate slightly so that I can bring my knee in. As I lift, I bring my knee in front. Now I can remove the grip because I've moved something else in front of his knee line. Collecting it, pinch with your knees. Look, I'm now moving what I can in front of the knee to expose the torso. I'm looking to come back to the hips. Back set, and then I come again. I want to make sure I have exposure to that torso, so I'm controlling the knee, and then moving myself around. Sometimes you collar drag. So again, look Kawuchi, but now he's actually moving forwards. Now he's moving forwards, which makes it feel like the collar drags are good. Yeah. Now, collar drags a looser position, isn't it? So there's a bit more of a scramble. In that scramble, it gives the person on the bottom more time to get more of the defenses in. A knee shield often is kind of like a little bit lower or a little bit higher. I'm keeping my weight forward and on so that when it's across the center line, it's now harder for Troy to bring it back and retain this guard. We're scooping the toes and holding the pants there. Got the grip, I drop my head, and I tripod. Putting my head down allows me to bring my hips up. Now, I just need to walk the rest of my body in front of the knees. Once I can see that my inside knee is clear of Troy's knee, I can drop it down, turning Troy's head away, and kind of creating that uncomfortable twisting of the spine where its knees are going one way, his head's going another. From there, again, come back and expose control the hips. He's got it strong and he can kind of frame with his knee. So instead of trying to fight that a slightly impossible battle, I'm going to pummel. I'm going to go behind the leg, yeah? So if I can't go forward, again, I'm going to go under or around. So here, controlling the hip, again, tripoded, but now this hand comes back to the leg. Another detail is I'm actually going to turn my hand backwards. If it's like this, it's much easier to try to pull it through, and then I'm in the danger of triangles. If it's this way, I can put more weight through my hand, and I'm really driving with knee into Troy's shoulder. I'm walking, and then it's a bunch of pass. I'm bringing my knee up on the leg to the pants, and lifting the hip. Now, notice the knees crossing the center line, it makes it fleek. I'll expose the torso, coming back, controlling. I'm going behind the hips. So here, again, I'm going to go for my single under pass. Troy's frames are in place, yeah? An upper body frame on my hip, and this leg is opening and out to the side to stop me from being able to move around it. His frames are too strong, so we've got good gouge tension. So now, as I come back, so that I can get access to his torso, now this space is open and that's the space I'm going to lift into. So again, I've moved myself in front of the knee line. Do that space. Coming to the collar, bring my knee over, my head is still turning towards the hips. First place should be arm strong. You can kind of bring that deeper as you go further through. And then just bring the hips. Increasing the distance between Troy's knee and his shoulder. Bringing the knee line across the center, which makes it much weaker, as opposed to trying to fight it when it's out in the open guard position. Hey. Thanks, team. Thanks for listening.
When you come across and you were moving towards his head, looking like you're going to yes, sir. Why did you turn around into the side control?
Can you, which one?
You did a knee cut.
Mm-hmm.
You were coming through. You had him on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And you come through.
Back to the hips.
No, and you went back to the hips. Why did you do that?
So, a lot of the time what I find is when I start getting into a side control, they'll do a big movement to retain their guard right away, like the hip escape to get that bottom knee in. If I come back to the hips, I find I can get better control of the hips for longer, and it also puts them in that dilemma of either really fighting back to side control, and that helps me to move into actually like a better side control position higher, or as they're turning, I can keep the control of the hips and go straight into a back attack. Better control, I find.
So it was just that transition to go forward.
Yeah. Again, often if I pass...
Is that just something that happens to you all the time? Do you identify that with other people, or is it just a thing for you?
I think it happens to a lot of people where they'll pass and they won't necessarily cement the pass before they try and go higher. So again, often I'm working on people who are a bit bigger than me.
Okay.
And so if I reach towards their head too soon and I haven't actually got that control of the hips, then there'll be a bit of a space, and that gives them the entry. And I think that probably happens to a lot of people. Is that answer? Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like the detail as well, change the grips, that's super important for a short person as well, when you'll be able to reach, because otherwise I lose battle on the beginning as well. And a really good takeaway is the way you approach the guard. I really love what you said about, you just give the leg, the person gonna put the de la riba inside of the trap, we all guilty of that, and especially as a beginner, but such a good insight of avoid that, why you're gonna give the person already a strong position.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good takeaway as well.
It did take me about 10 years of stepping into the butterfly position.
So when you make the transition to go single leg, you keep the foot of the person off the ground for as long as possible. That's a really good takeaway as well,
Yeah, that was part of the kind of guard protection outside thing I was playing with and learning the last year or so as well, was that whenever you're in the guard, trying to get the person just onto one leg so that they're always in that off balance.
Yeah, that's a really good detail, really good
And
takeaway.
if you're flat on your back, that won't happen. You have to turn on your side.
Can you show that, Anna? Just a little bit.
Got the inside, switch, go to a collar drag. But now, Troy brings the scramble. I'm going to go straight to my shin to shin. Go over my shin to shin. I'm changing the grip so that I've got two grips on the pads. And I'm making sure that his leg stays off the ground with my shins. As I transition this one through into single leg X, rather than now going flat, and Troy's got the leg in a strong position, as I transition, I actually make sure I'm on my side so that I can kind of bridge and push.
That all guys, pay attention to that. That's a really good detail for this technique, eh? Yeah.
But it'd be fine to get that leg back into cover, then you just change your hips, and you've got that entry. Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
Use my elbow and technical stand up. Yeah. Cool thing.
Well, that's the best. Perfect. So amazing details. You know, you've shown today the coaching side of your jiu-jitsu, and that only comes through the direct knowledge and experience of your training. The moment you step on the mats, you've been improving yourself every day. You've not taken the easy road. You've been able to get through injuries. 10 plus years of training, the motivations that come and go. We're all really proud that we're some part of helping you on your journey, but also recognizing that you did it. You know, you did all of the work yourself. Especially that your family could be here today to see this moment. And Auntie Nikki can be here today as well in spirit. So let's change the belt.
You're the first female from white to black belt from combat room. In a sport when it's no male dominant, you know, you came very young lady, started doing the women's class, to beat up your
Brother.
brother.
Big Jesus.
Big Jesus. Super proud of you, Anne.
Thank you.
Super proud.
Simply. And lots of things have come and gone through my mind about the journey. Obviously, a lot of my jiu-jitsu journey's been overseas in Australia recently, so you haven't necessarily been able to be a part of it in a big way. And it's a big part of my life. Yeah, so it's really nice to share this moment with you all. Man, you are my biggest supporters, and I'm stoked that you were able to be here and see what just the passing of time allows for. I'm in no way particularly gifted or magical or didn't come in with a great deal of athleticism. I'm pretty stubborn. And I turned up. The passing of that 10, 11 years for me has been finding a reason for myself to turn up in jiu-jitsu and to continue to trust myself to turn up in life when things get hard. I didn't always love jiu-jitsu. We moved to Australia. We moved from this awesome gym where I had like so many brothers and sisters that I loved training with. And then all these like scraggly white belts again that went really hard, and I had knees that were so sore I couldn't walk up and down stairs. My lower black back blew out, and I was like, God, I don't know if it's worth it. And we all had those hard times on the mats, off the mats. But trust that whatever comes your way, you can face it. And you can face it in your integrity and your values, because that's what we're practicing here, yeah? We get all sorts thrown at us constantly, every day. That's easy. Life's easy after that. No one's choking you out there. No one's smashing you into the ground. No one's hassling you like Brian. Yeah. You just kind of have to find it for yourself. But within that, you have so many people through your journey who help you. They help you to get to that place. They help you to turn up. In the good times and the bad, yeah. So thank you for turning up for me today. Whatever you find that you love to do, just keep turning up. Thank you.
Everybody, you've got to really make none of this business. Sick of listening to this business. You've got to really whack it in hard.
Did you get one before? Did you get when you got it? Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so don't listen to all the it's a fun way to, get a free hit and weld them
And the
to
last
the next
one.
level.
The last one. Yeah.
Okay, so make the line. Yeah.
It's all about being humble.
Tell me something integrity about it.
And
Oh, Jesus.
remember, we love you, but.
Dan, what was that?
No hesitation.
A little bit. It's okay.
You guys are white, geese on the middle, blue geese on the left, black geese on the right, guys. Color D, color D, color D.